Hi everyone, I hope the screen is visible. Give me a second. Yeah, I think we're up. So today's, if you watch the last live, you know that we're working to make this support offline also. Firebase default supports offline, but we found a hack on the Stack Overflow to see how we can make it support offline. Hi Vishal. So we will be working on that today, and let's see if we can achieve fully this. So once we do this, right, if you see on the to-do list, this is what we want, right? This one, the fourth one, this is what we want to complete today. So once this is completed, and if we can do it in time, then we also will bring one more package to check for internet, so that we can give a warning in the top right to say that you are without internet and the things you are saving may get erased, so it's better to sync it up, something like that. So I think this, after we do this too, I think then the last will be a feedback service, then we can go through the Play Store service. So yeah, let's see all the Firebase thing. So what we found in yesterday's the Stack Overflow issue, right? Let me bring up the issue. If I can find, one second, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find that issue on Stack Overflow. Give me a second. Yeah, I think we have that. So if you see this, right, so this is the question we were dealing with, like I know this is not in dark mode. Can we make it dark mode? It is a dark mode. I don't think we have dark mode as of now here. No, yeah, just bear with me. So this is the same thing we are looking for, like how to make it offline persistent. And if you see, this is the answer, and this is the correct answer actually. So it says when you use offline persistent Firestore, don't use transaction or await for response. So if you don't use await for response, right, and he gave the reason also, if you see. So when you restore your internet connection, the data will get synced automatically if you are in background, and context of the permission callback offline. Why the above code changes to remove await works. So if you see here, your callback won't be called, and your promise won't complete until the document write has been successfully on the server. This is why if your UI waits until the write completes to do something, it appears to freeze in the offline mode, even if the write was successful. If your write was actually made to local cache. So if you do an await, right, even though it's getting saved to local cache, it will still wait for the server to respond back. It's okay not to use async await or callback. Firebase will act as if the data change was applied immediately. So you don't need to wait to be working with the fresh data. You only need to use callback and promises when you need to be sure that the server happened, and you won't want to block other time from happening until you get that confirmation. So since we don't want to get confirmation as of now, right, like on the offline support, there is nothing that is server critical that will break the user's flow. But if there is something like that, then we'll use the await for this. But for most of the things, we won't be needing this, so we can use this actually. So yeah, let's see how that works. Let's go back to VS Code, and first is the wake up time. The wake up time also saved to that is also saved to what you say server Firestore, right? So let's do one thing. Let's remove our Let's turn off our internet. Okay, so we don't have internet as of now, and let's hit reload. Some of the things won't work, and we'll proceed in that way only. Firstly, the temperature should be gone. Yeah, the temperature is gone, right? So that is good. And if you do, you will get something went wrong here also. So that means this is internet dependent, right? Second is wake up time. So if I now change the wake up time, right? So let's go to AM and make this 8 AM. Click on OK. It did not change, right? And if you see, we have that error also. This one. Stream closed with status code unavailable, and no address associated with hostname. This is because I could not connect to the internet. Okay, because we turn off internet. Now how we can fix this is, let me show you. So let's go to wake up time first. Let's go to the wake up. This is our view, right? Let's go to the repository of this wake up. Okay, if you see here, this is where you update the wake up time, right? And we call this wake up time here, and you see we're doing await here, right? So let's remove this await. We don't need the async also. If you don't use await, there is no use of async, right? And in the provider, we won't be awaiting for this. Okay, now what it will just call this. Okay, it won't wait for anything, then we'll fetch the general task. The await on the fetching, it does work. So now if I reload this page, right, on first instance you will get it because the state will change, right? So 8 AM, but still there is no internet. Okay, just to clear up, there is no internet. If you see, it's a cross on internet, right? Wi-Fi will turn on when you are near high quality safe network. Don't turn back on. So there is no Wi-Fi also, so that we are sure that there is no internet, right? You see, there is no internet. Now if you change, let's change it back to 11 and click on OK. See, the time did change, right? So that is the issue. If you don't use await, it will be there. Now you might be thinking like this is not in sync. Yes, in this case, right, when there is no internet, this is not in sync with the server. But as soon as you come online, right? So this is so good to do with Firebase that when you come online, it automatically sync from your local to the server. You don't have to do anything. The app needs to be in either in the background or in the open state, okay, for the sync to work. So that is how the offline support works. I hope you got it. We don't have to do so much thing to make this offline. So we just have to add one line. I think we already went through this. When you do initialize, right, and this one, you just have to make it persistent enabled. Attempts to enable persistent storage if possible. This is the one. Okay, just this much, and your local storage should get supported for this. So now this one works. Now let's do for the walk distance. So this is the update walk distance. Since we are using await, right, this also won't work. So if I do 1 kilometer, change it to 16 or 36. Okay, click on save. So it's still 1. It did save in the local. Okay, it did save in the local, but it's still away. It's looking for response from the server side. That's why it did not update here. So what you can, if you reload the page, you will get the updated one. It's because first time it will try to pick up all the get requests are from the local storage first, right? So you'll try to get from local storage, and if you can find, you'll take all, then it will bring from server and just do a sync up. Okay, this one. So let's see how this get works, so that I think we will have this. To modify queries fetch, the options parameter can be provided. So if you do get options, and let's see if there is any document to see if this is getting it's pulling up from the local or not. Query snapshot, we get to modify how the query is fetch options parameter, copy from query, fetch a document from this query, Okay, and what does this do? Contains the result of a query. It may contain 0 or more document object that we get. Do we anyway get to know? We don't have the docs for it, so they did not write a comment for it to say like pull up from the. So now you see this will get registered because it's saved on the location. On the get request, it will pull up from the local also, right? So now, but now if you remove this await, right? For this work distance, just remove this await. Remove the async also. Hit reload. Now let's change from 36 to 10. Let's make it around 10. Click on save. See, now it got saved, right? Because it's not awaiting for the server to respond back, right? It directly saved to local and it returns directly. It's not waiting for server to respond back, then it returns. Okay. I don't think they give the update document or update data on document. Data will be merged with any existing document data. Object key can be still. If the update will fail. Okay, it does not say like only from the local cache. Only from the local cache or item that's result on the server and fall back to the cache, which is that. Okay. If you see here, right? This one. By providing options, this method can be configured to fetch results only from the server, only from local cache, or attempt to fetch results from the server and fall back to the cache, which is the default. So how this get request is working fine, right? Even with the await. Why? Because of this line. So it attempts to fetch results from the server, okay? But it says there is no internet, then it will fall back to the cache. And in that cache, it does get saved, right? This update will first save to the cache, right? If you see here, update data and document. Data will be merged with any existing document data. It does not say like it is being saved on cache, but this one will get saved to cache. Okay, every query that you do, right, it's first it will put on the cache and on the server also, so that it maintains that syncing process. Okay, that is by default on Firebase, but this get request, you got the get request, right? This is explaining it very well. So this is the line you need to think of. Attempts to fetch results from server and fall back to cache, which is by default. So this is what we are trying to get. So even on get you do await, right, you'll still get it because it will pull up from the cache. I hope you got that. So that is why even though in the get we are doing an await, right, it's working, but it does not work on update, because if you do an await on update or delete, right, then it will wait for server to respond. If server does not respond, then it won't work, because you cannot pass any options here. Okay, so that is how this will work. So now this wake up run will run, right, and update sleep time, this one also. So if you go to the end, right, if you change this, like make it 12, click on OK, see the time did not change, right? Why did not change? Because of this await. So when you use await, right, it will wait for server to return back, but server cannot return back here, right, because there is no internet connection. But if you remove this await, it will first save in cache and directly return, because you don't have to get a permission from the server to say that okay, it is done, return the promise back. So it does not I'm saying promise is related to JavaScript thing, but you understand this is how async works, right? It keeps the state on pending until something is received, then it says it's not a loading state, it's a complete state, right? So waiting, loading and complete state, this is how it works. So if we are not using await, so no use async. Now if you reload, on reload you will get the time that you change, okay, because on the cache it is there, right, and you are doing a get request, so you will get that. So if you go this, but now if you change, it will work because there is no await on update sleep time, right? So at 23 you get the 823. So this is also working. Same for update learning of the day, we'll just remove this await, so this will also get saved on local. Click on reload, restart. I always say reload, but this is restart, okay? And that should do. if you go to learning of the day now, even if you edit, right, there is no internet, but this will get no internet edit. You see, it got saved, right? But this is saving on cache, okay? And this is not a good practice. Like, you should not keep everything on cache, because cache can get deleted and your all data will be gone, right? It's not a syncing process. So up to this is done. Update picture of the day. This will not be giving permission without internet, okay? This picture of the day, we'll just disable this, and I think we'll get an error also, because it will try to fetch from internet, right? The URL, because it gets the URL, right? It tries to port from URL. So even without internet, we won't give even access to open this, okay? So that we don't get this error. So let's go picture of the day. Let's go to our home. Where is our home? This one. And here, when you go picture of the day, we'll just do to do disable when no internet. So when there is no internet, we don't even give any permission to change, okay? What am I writing? So if there is no internet, we'll not give a permission to do anything on picture of the day, because this is totally dependent on internet. Like, you get the URL, right? You fetch things from the URL. You cannot just the loading happens with the URL, so this will be needing. So then one more repository is the mode also. So same thing, on the mode also we'll be just removing the await and async. Okay, I think for general thing this is done. We have await only on the get, and it works on get, okay, because it will pull up from the cache if it cannot connect to the server. So the general tasks are done, like wake up time, this one, and learning, picture of the day, mode of the day, going to bed is done. Now we need to look on to-do list. Okay, let's go to-dos, and where is to-dos? Component, repository, this one. So now if you see, we have await and everything, even for the toggle also, right? Toggle also waits for await. So what's the problem that will happen is, if you go in to-do list, suppose you want to check this, right? See, I checked, but it did not give a correct sign, right? Correct sign did not come up. This is because it's awaiting for the response to come. But now if I remove this await, right, click on reload, it will get ticked, okay, because on it will do a get request, right? So this will work. So let me show you. But now if I click once again, see, the untick does work, right? See, it does work, right? It takes some time though. I think it's because it does a get request, right? So it falls what in the options, right? Even in the get request, you can see we can pass options, it says. Let's see what we can pass, okay? So where's our get, and here we can pass options. How do you pass options? To modify the query, the options parameter can be provided with, like this, options. How do you pass these options? Get options. cannot pass like this. And get options dot no. Let's see how we can pass on. Let's search and call. Pass options. Pass variable into query. Get options file base. Yes, I think this should become areas is possible. We can refer to this one, get options, and so you can pass this. Get options. You need to pass source, and we can just write source dot this one, server and cache, or you can write two of them. This is by default because the server and cache. So if you first go on server, then on cache. Okay. Can we do this based on internet? So they directly fetch from cache or server. For this we need to create a singleton, like how this is, right? So it's getting the instance, so it will always get the one instance of it, right? So we'll create a singleton, and we need to get a static thing, and we check for internet. If there is no internet, everything gets fetched from cache directly, so there is no awaiting thing in there. So if you do cache, right, this will become faster. If you see, if I reload this page now, since this will pull up from cache, it will not go to the server, right? It should be faster now. So if you go to to-do list now, still we are on no internet. Okay, so now if you click on this, it's faster because it's directly on cache, right? It's not doing server calls. So can we make this based on condition? So if somehow we can get every time we'll try to get the from the singleton, if we get a static thing, right, where we can say if there is internet or no, and save it in a singleton so that we can reference that. Or else since everything we are passing it through provider is calling all the repository, so actually we can pass the current connectivity, right, whenever it does a call. And if it is no internet, directly from cache. And if it's from internet, if there is internet, we'll call it from server, or by default thing, right, the server and cache. That is what we can do. Yeah, so for now let's keep this the default, that is server and cache, but we need to do on this. Okay, so let's put one more to do. Need to pass if internet is available, and based on it the source should change. Okay, this one. Yeah, they should do it. So for all the get requests we'll do this one. Okay, That will solve our issue actually. So now we know we just have to remove the await thing from all of this, right? Like upon the add update. Only for the get we'll keep it, and for others we'll just remove it. If we reload, everything should work. So let's reload this. Everything should work without internet. Go to to-do list, create a to-do, X. It does get added. You can mark it as complete. Okay, it's still since it's getting from internet, right? We haven't changed it. So this one, you can even delete it. The delete does not work. It did work. So since it's trying to pull from server, it's getting late, but this will be fast. Okay, once we do only cache, right, it will be fast. So I can show you also. So if I do cache, right, so let me reload the page. And this one on to-do list, add a new item, also do it super fast, okay, because this is now on direct storage, means that is phone storage. It get added. This is fast. Delete also is fast, right? Because this is the get request is directly from cache. So we'll make this based on condition. We have added a to do for this also, so this will also get done. Okay, so to do's are done. Let's go for exercise now. Exercise repository. If you see, we add exercise and remove exercise are on await, right? So let me show you how it works now. So if you want to remove this push up, it does not get removed. The state of the app does not change, but it will work if you reload, right? If you reload, the last push up should not be there. There should be only 2 push ups. So if you go to push up now, only 2 is there, right? But let's remove this await and this should work fine. And reload the page. On to-do list, on expenditure, if you add one, so it just squats, it gets added and you can just remove it. See, it's fast, right? So this works. So now let's go to expenditure repository. Same thing. I think yesterday this is where we tried out, right? So everything should work. So that is it. And is there anything else? No. Yeah, we'll have this also, right? If you see the timers also, right? So let's go for timers also. Timers repository for timer and timer. This one. Just remove it and this should get removed. Okay, this works. And is there anything else? The zip code or temperature? I think there's temperature also, right? No, temperature will need internet, right? Because this is doing a call from the server. So this is fine. Check one thing on the temperature. So where is our temperature? This one on the temp provider. Temp provider is this one. So get location and temperature. So what this does is yep, this is API key. Please do not use it. I'll change it. So yeah, it will just disable my monthly limit. So please do not use this. Okay. That is one, and here what we do is we get the address, then we do the call, right? So I think a better approach will be like we keep a temperature and keep it for 15 minutes and change only after 15 minutes, right? So that the calls get lesser. But for now, this open weather map, right? It does give a good on the free tier. So let's keep it this way for now. But yeah, I'll think on it. So I think that is it for the offline support. All of the things are working, and now we need to look on this to-do list. So this is done. We need to look for check for internet now, right? So let's search on pub.dev to see if we can get something that is. Let's go to pub.dev. There was something called connectivity plus. That is what we found this on the first day, right? When we were looking for, I think, alarm manager or something like that. This from the state of the network connectivity on Android and iOS. Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second, okay? Stuck on something. One second. seems to be a little problem on my side. Okay, just give me a few minutes. One second, please, 1 second. So what movie? Okay, I think I'm back. I'm just having some problems. Yeah, so yeah, this one. So what it does, let's read the package, right? So publish for is from Flutter coming to that app. That means it's well trusted and will be maintained. This plugin allows Flutter apps to discover network connectivity types that can be used. You should not rely on the current connectivity state to decide whether you can reliably make a network request. Always guard your code against a timeout and errors that might come from the network layer. Connectivity type availability doesn't guarantee that there is internet access. For example, the plugin might return Wi-Fi connection type, but it might be a connection with no internet access due to network requirement. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to check connectivity and mobile. There is mobile network and so we need to check if there is no network, right? If there is no network, then that's fine. If there is any, what we'll do is we'll directly do an API call, okay? We'll do a server call and see. Okay, I think we don't have to do anything new. So yeah, so this is connectivity plus, right? So let's just download it. Go to your VS Code and just search for connectivity plus. Go to dependency, add dependency, connectivity plus, this one, connectivity plus. And let's go to pubspec now. Pubspec.yaml, this one, 6004, that's correct. Close others. Okay, and what we can do is it says like you can just search for connectivity so this is what we can do. So let's go to our home page. Since it's stateful, right? Here if you see it will check for if there is an instance, right? And we cannot even do register or sign in, right, if there is no internet. So we should do a default check on sign in also. We need to handle that inside there. But for now we need to go to the home page. In the init state we'll put this. That is how it says on the package. It's a good way it says. So it says you can put a subscription like this, and in the dispose you can just dispose the subscription or cancel the subscription, right? Dot cancel. Okay. So and we'll just make it let. Will be having access to this. No, right? Now it will have. So and here we can just do subscription equal to this, and on dispose just cancel it, right? Subscription dot cancel. And here when we are in subscription, listening to this, right, connectivity, and we'll be getting here the result. If result dot, how do we get the results? So result will have contents and all of this. Okay, I'm just pasting it from the code that is from the docs. Okay, so if it's none, that is there's no internet, right? So we'll make so that we can update this. There's no internet, it's just for this, so no internet. Else, for any other case, we'll do an HTTP call. So and do a default HTTP dot no import package HTTP. Okay, we do have. But since we are doing this in the init state, we cannot do a async call here, right? HTTPS let's go together and this needs to be URI dot parse. But we cannot make this async, right? Instead it should not be async. So how do we do that check so that most probably this should throw an error. Let's see, reload the page. Not yet. Let's bring up internet for now. Reload 1 second. No information found for method listen on channel. Connectivity plus. Log. No internet. We will be getting this error. Not understand. Connected. When the exception was on, this was a stack. Could it close and restart the app once? This is supposed to support without any additional changes, right? So why does it say like Connectivity change is no longer communicated under in the background started with this. Except for connectivity state has been electricity resumed. Did we still get the error? No, I think that's because of the package thing. So it seems we are connected, and most probably we'll even be doing this call, right? And start then. We get a response. And what we get a response dot status code. If response dot status code it should be less than so what is not found? Not found is 404, right? 404 is not found. So if it's less than 300, right? It should be in a 200 cycle. I really don't know what will get the response. Let's see what we get in response, okay? If it's all fine. So dev.log response dot status code dot toString. So it says connected and we get 200. Okay, that's good. So if it's correct, we should get 200, or else what if there is no internet? So let's disconnect now. It says since it's listening, right? Yep, we get no internet. That works for us actually. Give me a second. Yeah, so if you get status code of 2, if there is no internet, we'll directly be knowing here itself, right? And if there is nothing connected, but if it's connected, it may be so we need to also check it. It needs to be connected to anything. We don't care whatever you connect. Okay, you'll not check if you're connected to Wi-Fi or do anything. If you're connected to anything, if you can do this call, then it's fine, right? This should work. So if you're not none, that is means there is no internet or you're not connected to Bluetooth or anything, right? If it isn't, just do a call if you can. That's correct. Wait, now if I change this, right, it says here if you see, it says connected and 200, right? And here it says no internet because connectivity result is none. What if it changed Bluetooth? I don't get the Bluetooth thing, right? So, but on the docs, it says that even Bluetooth will get supported, right? So that's the problem. Like we cannot just so we'll keep it this way only. So if it's connected to anything else, then we'll do a call. If it can do the call, then it's fine. If it cannot, then so let me do one thing. If I connect to Wi-Fi, what happens? It says connected, right? And do a 200. Give me 1 second. If I turn it off, no internet. I don't understand one thing, like this one, right? So if they connect to Wi-Fi but there is no Wi-Fi, right? What will this do? This should throw an error, right? This shall call back to when the feature completes. When the feature completes the value on value callback on error is provided and this feature completes an error down error callback will be called and error registered. Except either one argument to argument with the letter stack tree. If one error access to argument is called both the error and stack tree, otherwise it will be called just with the error object. So we also can do an on error. The argument type object can be assigned to object stack tree. So this also is no internet, right? So if you cannot connect, if you throw an error, that means you could not reach it. There is an error because we know this website will be there. Okay, till that time this app is there, this website will be there, and since this is on GitHub, I am expecting GitHub to always be up. Okay, so this is what we can do. Now let's make one provider on the main. So on screen only, the providers, this is the providers on global scope, right? So state provider is internet connected, something like this is internet connected, and this will be of type boolean. By default this will be false. And we cannot do this in home, right? But even if you see if you close an page, right, the stream will get disposed, so you're no more running the stream, right? So how will it update? So it's just somewhere that is always updating, right? I think I'm not understanding the concept. Let's search for something. So if I close a page, the stream get cancelled in Flutter, something like this. Do I have to cancel stream subscription? Close stream syncs. I know to cancel stream subscription when I no longer want to receive any event. Do I have to do this even after I receive a done event, or do I get memory leaks? What happens to stream after I pass it to a stream? Are they automatically cancelled? I had a case where a screen was listening to a stream and based on the response. Short answer no, but you should. Nothing in the contract of either stream subscription or stream sync requires closing the resources, but some use cases can lead to memory leak if you don't close them. Even though in some cases doing so might be confusing, part of the confusion around the classes is that they are overloaded and handled two fairly distinct use cases. Event stream like clip handlers. Stream subscription. When you listen to a stream, you receive a stream subscription in general. When you are done listening to the stream for any reason, you should close the subscription. Not all stream will leak memory if chosen, but not to. But some will. For example, if you are reading input from a file and closing the stream is the handle, the file may remain open. Why I am doing this, why I am trying to find out this is because see, this is a home, right? But this should not only be on home, this should also be on the complete app itself, right? And they can turn off the internet anytime on any page. So when I go from one page to another, I dispose it, right? Because I do push replace, that is the all of the other things before me gets replaced, right? I'm not missing this one. Calls when the object is removed from the tree permanently. The framework calls this method when the state object will never build again. After the framework call disposed, the state object is considered unmounted and the unmounted property is false. It's an error to call set at this point. If state build of method depends on an object that can change it can change, for example, a change of first stream or some other thing to use. One can subscribe to this and then be sure to subscribe and unsubscribe properly. Instead, delete outdated widget and dispose. Instead, subscribe to the object, unsubscribe from the old object and subscribe to the new one. If the updated widget configuration requires replacing the object, in dispose, unsubscribe from the object. Should end with a call to the inherited method as import or dispose. This method is not invoked at times where a developer might otherwise expect it, such as application. This method is not invoked at times such as application shutdown or dismissal via platform native method. There is no way to predict when application shutdown. For example, a user battery could catch fire, or the user could drop the device into swimming pool, or the operating system could uninstall everything. The application is responsible for ensuring that they are well behaved even in the face of repetition. Also, center to dispose. Consider calling run app with a widget such as size box or string to listen from platform. So this is for the home screen. For home screen it's fine, but on the register also we need to check for this, right? Second. So there may be one problem in this. So if you see this one, right, so they may turn on Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi may not have this internet, right? So what will happen in that case? And if it gets the internet after some time, right, you won't get this listen, right? Because this listen will only call when there is a change. If you see return stream subscription with sentence event from the stream using provided on data on error. The endless can be changed on the subscription, but they start out as a provided function. If on data is null, nothing happens. On error, the stream down and the rest called with an error object and possible stack tree. What is it? So suppose you connect to Wi-Fi and there is no internet. By using this, we will get that there is no internet, right? But what if then it connects to internet? We won't be calling this again, right? So what will happen in that case? So we have to keep checking, like if there was internet. Subscription okay, for now let's keep it this much only. We'll look into that. Okay, we need that. So by default this is false, and here we can make this as true. So here we'll do ref.read internet is internet connected provider dot notifier dot state is equals to false. And here if that status code is less than 300, right, then just make it true. On error, still false. This one, let's save this, and are we connected to internet? No, we're still not connected to internet, right? So this is on no internet connection still. That is good. So now what we can do is, based on this, it's internet connected provider, right? Where do we say like there is no internet, right? So we can do one thing. So in the first one, if we do text, let's do a consumer on the check for this. Okay, is connected equals to ref.watch is internet connected provider. So this will be either true and false, right? So if is connected, then do nothing, or else no internet connection. The data saved are temporary and make it erased. Connect to internet to sync the data. This one and the comma here. Hit a reload. For the first one, there will be no internet, right? So you'll get this. We can do one thing. So put a text style, text style, colors red. Something like this. You can put this warning symbol, right? No internet connection. Text align needs to be outside of this, so put the text align here. Text align the center. Okay, they should do, right? So it will appear on the face if there is no internet. So now if I connect to internet, click on done. Okay, we mess up with the UI. Because this does not have constant on height or anything, right? It's mostly a problem for the tiles actually. This one, can you put this here? Or will the text become too big? Style here, text style, colors dot red, and text align to center, text align to center, and we remove it from here. I think this is a good place, but don't have to edit like this. We can directly edit here. So it goes on the error, but it should not even go to error, right? So we can directly do something like this. So if it's connected, then do this, or else just put up this, something like this, and this is the line that will be added. With this text styling. Here it's the same thing. Something went wrong. So now this is one line, so maximum lines 2. What if we don't put maximum lines now? Will this cause a problem if we add more? No. So even if it's more, it will just flips, right? Just clip it. Just clip that. So this works for us. So if there is no internet, you will get something like this: no internet connection. The data saves are temporary and may get erased. Connect to internet to sync it. I think this is correct, and you can even refresh. Don't work on refresh because there is no internet, and so this watch is never running, right? So this consumer will never run. It will only run when it's connected. So now if you connect now, click on this, click on done, you get the internet. It says something is wrong. It's most probably because a request failed or something. Load the page. And if you turn off the internet, click on done, you got this. If you turn it on, okay, it works. And if you are directly turning it on without the internet in the first place, so you open the app without internet, so how will that work? Let's reload the page to get that flavor. So now you turn on the app without internet in the first place, okay? So all this error, so this is the first thing will come. But if you connect to internet now, click on done, you still get something is wrong, so it does not work out. So now you're running on this line, right? Because there is an error. Let's try this. So what is the error? Client exception with socket. I failed to host lookup of no address. So you get this error. So we can do something like invalidate the state of the provider, causing it to refresh. As opposed to refresh, the refresh is not immediate and instead delayed to the next read or next frame. Will multiple times refresh the program. So what if we go with refresh? Okay. Here, so measure is currently being built when the offending this my homepage visit cannot be marked as needing to build because the framework is already in the most probably causing out this. Let's reload. Reload again. Restart. Okay, not reload. So now it works fine. No errors. And now if you turn off the internet, click on done, you get this error, but and if you turn it on, it works. Okay, but there's a problem. So if you see but if the first condition is that you're not on internet, okay, and you reload this page, so you're on the error state. But now if you turn on internet, you'll be getting this one. It's because is it because we don't invalidate this? Let's try by invalidating it. Dot dispose future provider dot auto dispose. Okay, reload the page. You get this, and let's turn off internet. Now reload this page. So you get this error state, right? And now if you turn it on, it will get this error. Is it because we're listening to this in the global state in the build? This one. We're using this in the second child, I guess, right? And auto dispose only works if no one is listening. So if you see auto dispose, right? Okay, it does not give a comment on this, but yeah. So what do? We can actually you can refresh it. It does not work on refresh also. What do we do on refresh? Yeah, we invalidate this, right? Okay, it does work on refresh, so you need to refresh it. So what we can do is when you turn back internet, right, somehow we need to invalidate it. What happens if you run this? Where is the state of the provider causing it to refresh? So if you are true, make it true and just refresh this. Let's see how it works now. So let's turn off internet. Hit reload. Hit restart. So you come to this phase. Now if you turn on internet, you get here. Yeah, that's fine. It will take some time, but it will work out. So that's good. So what we need to do is we need to remove that object from this something went wrong thing. This will work out now. So now we have internet connection. So what we can do is now on the get request, right, based on this we can pass it. So let's go to our providers and now this first we'll go to general providers, this one. So we need to fetch general task, right? It will just do final is connected equals to ref.read. It will just read it from is connected, is internet connected provider. Okay, if it's true or false. Since this is on the init state, right, and will this work? What if we do this check not on the home screen but on the my app page? Let's see if this works out. So here, fetch all tasks, general tasks, we can just do disconnected. Okay, and just put this fetch all general task required. Boolean type of is connected, right? So what happens on the first build? No, we are doing it wrong. Why should we pass it here, right? This is provider. We need to pass it to the what are we doing? Fetch all general task. This needs to be passed to the repository, right? Not. So put this here. Here, this is what we want. Next one. So required boolean is connected. This is what we want, right? So now this connected will get passed. Read the state will be provided without listening to the provider. By calling read instead of what, this will not cause a provider state to be recreated when provider obtain change certificate use case for this is passing it to the unit object like so. Okay, so for the general task this is done, and do the same thing for others also. So let's do to-dos. Go to providers. Whenever we do fetch, we'll do this. Here also we'll write is connected to is connected. Same thing here, we'll do required boolean is connected. So this will work. And on the to-dos, what was it? Get options, source is connected. If it's connected, then it's source dot server and cache, or else it's source dot cache. Okay, so on the general we did this, and get all general task. Same thing we need to do it here also. Copy this and put in this get. This should work for general tasks and to-dos. And let's see for exercise expenditure. Exercise and expenditure also will need this, right? Picture of the day won't need this because we'll disable this if there is no internet. Okay. So let's go on exercise. Exercise providers. Fetch exercise, we need to do the same thing here. So is connected. The same field will go here. Disconnected. Get all this, and required boolean is connected. this get request will get replaced by this get. And same goes for expenditures. So expenditures provider. Required disconnected. So this is one, and it says there is an error. Did we can pass? Why are we doing get all whereas expenditures, whereas we should be doing fetch all expenditures? That is how we do, right? To do if you go to photos and go to providers, we call this, right? You don't have to do problem with this and fetch all this. One second. So no more errors. Do we have any errors? No. No errors, and expenditure is done. So now this should become easy. So now if you run this, we have internet, everything is correct. Let's first change wake up time. Let's see if everything is working. So 6:49 AM, it works super fast. To-do list, let's add one X. It got added. Click, add, comment, uncomment, delete. So this is with internet, okay? We just want to see if everything works with internet, then we'll go to without internet. So exercise, let's do squats. Squats get added. You can remove it, okay? This also works. Expenditure X and add. Item get added, and you can even delete it. Delete it successfully. So this is working. Learning of the day. With internet. Save. Okay, working. Picture of the day, we'll think of it. Mood of the day. Happy. Work success. Click on save. It's working, and this is the last one, that is 1 AM. Yeah, so with internet everything is working. Now let's shut down our internet. It should be that super fast with our internet also, okay? So we get in this one, there is no internet. 6:49, let's make it 12:51. Click on OK. Yep, it's fast. Let's make it 4. It works. This one, let's add one. So you add X. So you get 4/8 in the top. Super fast. Delete. Delete. Same goes for exercise. Let's add squats. Click on add. Yep, super fast. So this is all from cache, okay, because there's no internet now. And here also, if you add on xy, want to add, you can add, you can even update xyz, you can even delete it, you got deleted also, right? So this is working, and same for learning of the day. This width, let's make it without. Click on save. Yep, working fine. Goal of the day. Little bit tired. It works. Going to bed. 12:52. Yeah, all of the things works with the internet also. So this is working as expected. Now if you turn on internet, everything should get synced up with this one, right? This is automatic syncing, okay? You don't have to think about it. Just turn on internet. This is all synced up on database. So this all are working fine as expected. What are the to-dos that we did? Check for internet also is done. Okay. So everything is working except one thing, right? This one, right? This one needs to picture that it needs to get disabled when you don't have internet. So let's go to view of home. This one, this needs to be disabled, right? So is there a way to disable? What happens on visibility? That's it. This mess up with our visible. So for now, picture of the day is there, but what if I turn off internet? It's gone. I bring up internet. Yeah, right, this is where it should be. Click on done. Okay, I think this also will mess up our list view. So what we can do is we need to disable this somehow. Okay. Picture of the day. So things work out here. Where is expanded expansion panel? No way to disable this. So we can do one thing. So let's watch for is connected. Is connected. Watch is internet. Next provider and so here, where did it go? Expansion panel. This one. We change the state, but we'll look for is connected. If it's connected, then it depends on whether you clicked or not, or else it just false. Okay. Now if you do this, so in this case picture of the div will stay, it will extend, but if you turn off internet, right, now it won't work. You can click on this, but it will never work. I think you can do one thing. So this is the callback that you get, right? You can somehow say them like why you can't click, right? Like if you start showing a snack bar, so here I think we can put a message, right? Scaffold messenger dot context dot show snack bar. Text. No internet. Connect to internet to upload image. Something like this, and I think let's just put a good state. So if you click on this now, this on picture of the day, connect to internet to upload image, right? You get this. Let's make this red. Background color colors dot red. So how this will help is like so that they know why they cannot click on this, right? Okay, it cannot be just this, and two conditions needs to be true for this. First is you opened it and it's not connected. If it's not connected on this, okay, or else you will always get this, right? So reload the page and click on this, you don't get, right? But now let's reload the page once. Release a picture of the div, you get an error, right? But now if you open up this, connect to internet, click on done. Now you're internet, right? So picture of the day should get loaded. Yeah, you just load up the image. So this will work out now. Yeah, everything is working that we wanted without internet, and that should be it for today. Let's get it. Okay, this one also needs to be this one, right? So zip. This is our temp. Okay, this can be checked later on. So now only the one thing that is missing for this internet connection is this main file. So if you go to the main file, right, this one, auth register view, this will also need internet connection, right? So what we can do is here also but in this case the home page will not even be coming up, right? So that subscription won't run. If it does not run, then okay, I think it's too late already for today. We've already been up for 120 minutes. So one thing that can be checked is on the auth view, that is how the internet can be handled here. Other than this, everything is working as expected. You can just bring up your internet and things should start getting work. So bring up this and you get the temperature and all of this. Okay, and yeah, that is what it should be. And I think what we wanted to do in this video is achieved, and we're moving fast actually. So the last thing, why are we getting this issue again? It's because of this column. Remove this column. Remove this padding first. Remove this column. Save this. We won't be getting the padding, I get that, but now we should not get that. No, we still get it. I thought we solved this error. Came back to the same problem. Index offset. Okay, we'll have to see this. So the problem is this, if you see this now, okay, it doesn't happen for this. We got this issue. One second, let me show you. So if you click on picture of the day, go below and close this one. See, the boundaries are still here, right? It should be here. I thought we solved this, but I'm still getting this error again. Most probably this is for this reverse only. Okay, we'll see this on the next slide. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. We have achieved what we wanted, that is to get the local storage working for Firebase, and it was a simple trick, just removing the await from all the update, put and delete thing. We can keep it on the get because get can have that options. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next live. Bye bye.